Hi, welcome back. My name is Maggie and I'm here to report on my GLP-1 journey. Over 90 days ago, I started GLP-1 Wegovy for obesity. I started out at 229 pounds and I went for 16 weeks and ended up at 213. My insurance wouldn't cover Wegovy for obesity or any obesity meds after that point. So I did switch over to Zepbound because I also have sleep apnea and obesity. There was a week in between where I did not take any kind of shot. I didn't take a Wegovy shot. I wasn't yet approved for Zepbound. And so last week was my first week on Zepbound. When I stopped the Wegovy, I was at 1 milligram level. And when I started the Zepbound, I was dropped down to the beginning level, which I think is 2.5. So I wanted to tell you about my experience first week being on Zepbound, because you guys have already heard all the rest of my Wegovy experience. So I'm just going to read. I wrote some notes down, and I'm going to compare Zepbound to Wegovy, what I know about Wegovy, and just compare and contrast, and let you know what my results were. So I did, for a change, I don't usually write notes, but I did write some notes. So after my shot, which was last Saturday, day one, I was burping mostly at night and did not have any strong suppression. I'm assuming that's due to the fact that it's a lower dose than like what I had worked my way up to with Wegovy. And my energy level was normal. So the burping, just burping. I know people talk about sulfur burps, and when I think of sulfur, I think of like rotten egg, and they were like sour, but I wouldn't say they were sulfur burps. And some people get them, some people don't. Some have said it's due to the amount of like food that's still left in your digestive tract. I do have a history of um, Barrett syndrome, which is when your esophagus starts to take on cells as if it's in your stomach, which is not normal. And they do watch that for precancer. And so with that, there was a lot of gastritis and a lot of agitation. So um, burping is not like really a new thing to me, although I hadn't been burping all the time previously. Day two, I had burps at night. Day three, I feel like I ate a lot and I was very low energy. Now, previously on Wegovy, I usually was low energy Tuesday and Wednesday, which was, I would take the shot on Saturday night, so it would be days 3 and 4. So that was not really unusual either. The fact that I feel like I ate a lot, I really felt like, you know what, I can eat at any time. And I even ate when I just felt like eating. So I'm thinking that's because I'm at a lower dose than I was at when I was on the Wegovy. So um, I'm hoping that will build back up. Now I took my second shot yesterday afternoon, and I would say that I probably had a little bit of suppression, but I'm still feeling like I'm looking for something to eat. I'm feeling snackish, if you will, and I think it's just going to take probably a little more willpower than I got used to having. Maybe take a couple extra seconds to really just decide I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to do that. Now, I don't keep a lot of snacks in the house. Um, my son, who is um, 27, he can eat all day long. He can bring home snacks. He brings home pizza. And, I feel like I can have pizza. But luckily, he gets pizza and it has honey on it, so I won't eat that. So he's kind of saving me from myself. But, he works for a company that distributes snack goods to the grocery stores. So he works for a company that has Oreos and Chips Ahoy and just all kinds of snacks. So sometimes he brings them home. Now, before Wegovy, I would help him eat them. He leaves them on the table. They're there for everyone, and I would fight it, and then I'd think about it, and eventually I would just give in and eat quite a lot because you know how that is. It's once it's on your mind, that's it. It's like you need to decimate it. So when I was on Wegovy, that just went away. It might come back at like the end of the week when the shot starts to wear off, but for the most part, that was under control. So this week was to me like a little bit out of control, a little bit like not what I had been used to. When I say that the Zepbound didn't have the suppression that the Wegovy did, you get used to how you're going to feel after a certain shot. So you get used to like a certain feeling in your stomach where you're like, okay, I'm definitely on this medication. It's not a sick feeling. It's almost like your stomach feels tight, um, or you'll feel full. So I don't have as much of that just yet. I'm assuming I'm gonna probably be kind of hanging on for dear life until the next increase in titration for the Zepbound, and I'm okay with that. So that being said, I was at 213.6, I believe. I might have been 213. It was kind of like fluctuating, and so today I was at 216. So that's 3 pounds up. And I don't think I really ate that much, like to make me gain weight. I think probably I'm just, fluctuating. I actually feel like my face is thinner. And my husband has said your face just keeps getting thinner and thinner, so that's okay. And I feel like different parts of my body, like my the area kind of by my hips, but towards my stomach, that's definitely feeling like the skin is looser there. So I am not going to sweat it. I'm just going to keep on keeping on and maybe just try and put in and realize that there is a little more effort on my part needed at this moment in time. And, we always need to put in some kind of effort. So um, I'll do that. And I hope wherever you are on your journey, whether you're just starting, whether you're finishing, um, I hope you're just enjoying life and having a good time with it and realizing the possibilities. Have a great week, and I'll check in with you next week.